Hey guys, what's up? It's Tony, and I am back with another episode. For this episode, I actually wanted to talk about the trend that I've been seeing on social media, which is the black girls in luxury trend. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with, us having nice things and living in certain places and driving nice cars or whatever the case may be. What I do have an issue with is bashing people who don't do that or who don't have it. Um, what gives you the right to talk badly about someone who may not have a Louis bag or a Gucci bag or a Prada bag or whatever the case may be, or live in a penthouse or drive a Benz or anything like that? You know what I mean? Or sip champagne, or whatever the case may be, from what I've been seeing. You know, that's what I don't like about the trend. And what people fail to realize is they're calling it a trend, but this has been going on way before social media and nobody really talked about it, okay? Nobody really felt the need to put out everything that they did, put out everything that they, you know, took vacations or, you know, bought a luxury bag or whatever the case may be. It's been going on way before then. So for someone to sit there and say, well, if you don't got it, just say you don't got it like that, or whatever the case may be. Like, who the hell are you to bash somebody because they may choose to wear a different style than you do, or whatever the case may be? Maybe their priorities are set up a little bit different. Maybe they saving for something, or maybe they're just not in the predicament to do so. But you don't have no damn right to go around and tell nobody that they're less than because they don't do it or they don't post it or whatever the case may be, you know? And that's one thing that I don't like about social media, and I avoid it at all costs because it's toxic. When you see women like that, black women doing things like that, because we're already put against one another as it is. So for someone to come out and say, I don't like you even more now because you don't have this, that's a bunch of bullshit to me. If anything, you guys should be congratulating one another, and that also goes with men too. Oh, I don't wear it unless it's designer. Do you realize that most of these designers out here made this shit for white people? They didn't even make it for blacks to begin with. And that goes for Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger did not want black people wearing his clothes. That wasn't for us. But now look, because everything is trending and it's okay to do it, because of the trend, you throw all your morals and values out the damn door. And it's so sad to see everybody walking around head to toe designer labels. Some of them look stupid. Some of them really do. Some of them really do look stupid. But talk about the next person who don't do that. And you never know, the next person may have more money than you. They just don't need to flaunt it. They don't need to show it. They don't need to show that label from head to toe or whatever the case may be. That's so ridiculous to me. And another thing is they're bashing people who are wearing knockoffs or whatever the case may be. Now, me personally, um, I don't know how to even approach that because it's like someone makes a bag and then someone else copies that bag, the same style of it for an affordable price. Does that make the next person wrong for buying that bag at a affordable price? You know, but then there's the whole DH Gate thing where everyone's ordering, all of the knockoffs with the same labeling on it and rocking that. Like, I don't know where to draw the line between that, because I feel like at the same time, people are going to wear and buy what they want to wear. And that China manufacturing has been going on for years. Half of the shit that people wear anyway comes from China, damn near. Would I do it? No. I'm personally not a fan. But I'm also not against a person who chooses to wear it or buy a similar style. But I'm not going to be the person to bash them and say, oh, you only got that because you can't afford the real thing. How the hell you know what the next person can afford? You don't have any right at all. And it's so sad to see. It's sad to see black women do it. But honestly, I'm used to seeing black women do it. I'm used to seeing black men do it. Because why? That's how we were brought up. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to argue with me or not, when you were brought up to what? Like labels. As a child. Oh, you got that on. Oh, you got that on. I don't want them Payless shoes. I'm going to get made fun of. I want to wear this like everybody else. I want this. I want that. So it started at a young age anyway. So the fact that now it's going on, but now it's even more because people are posting, these whole get-ups and setups that they've planned to get the content that they need to bash the next person, but then go back to their regular life. You know what I mean? To make somebody feel bad about something that they choose not to do. Some people like simple lives. Some people don't have to post everything that they buy or wear on social media. And it's like, oh, well, if you want to be a part of this lifestyle, that's not a fucking lifestyle. All you did was go to the Gucci store and spend some money on a bag. That's all you did. All you did was got on a plane and took a trip to Cabo. That's not far. That passport cost $200. That champagne, $20, $30. It's normal. It's normal shit. But you're bashing the next person because they don't do it, and you're calling it luxury. That ain't luxury. We've been doing it for years. You're just following a trend. That's all that is. Don't bash the next person because they're not following the trend, that they choose not to. Doesn't mean they don't got it. Doesn't mean they can't get it. And I was looking at that what was I on? I was on TikTok, and a girl was talking about how, oh, well, why would you bash the next person for having a knockoff bag or whatever the case may be? And some troll hopped in the comments. Well, sis, if you can't buy it, just say that then. You don't have to go around and, you talk about people who wear the knockoffs and talk about the people who can't afford it and this and that. And the girl was just trying to make a point saying, what if this person just chooses to spend their money on other things, but still like the style of the bag, but didn't want to spend all the money on that bag, so they got something similar? That didn't mean that person couldn't afford it. That just meant that person didn't feel like paying that amount of money for it. That's all. And they were going up in the comments. And I was just sitting there watching like, damn, like this is how people really are. This is how women are. But this is how women are. This is how black women are. This is how white women are. In general. You can't tell me that when you walk into a group setting or a room, what's the first thing they do? They look you up and down to see what you got on. Tell me I'm wrong. What's the first thing you do when you look at a man? You look him up and down to see what he got on. And if he not up to your standards, you ain't rocking with him. But then again, that's me too, because I don't like dirty shoes. So, hey, I guess I'm a part of it too. But I'm not going to bash nobody because of it. You know, I'm not going to talk down on them and tell them they're less than because of it. And that's what's so sad about it. And it honestly, it really just pissed me off. Like, damn, you guys are really out here bashing one another because they're choosing to do differently with their own money. Granted, that's your own money, and you can do what you want to do with it too. But that don't mean you get to talk down about the next person who chooses not to. It's actually sickening to see. And it's disgusting. Honestly, it's really disgusting. And, you know, the more and more I think about it, it makes me realize why women, black women in general, are so against one another. Because you guys are making the standards so high for the next person, which is good, have high standards, but don't have the you can't sit with us attitude. You know what I mean? Let everybody have a seat at the table. That's all I have to say. You guys need to stop that shit. It's sickening. It's sad. I can't say you guys, women, because I'm not pinpointing just one person or one group of people. Women in general. Stop that shit.